Here we are. The day is Monday the 8th July. Jose Mourinho has officially confirmed the manager of Real Madrid after Florentino Perez has won re-election. Now it's up to me to sim it. But yeah, essentially, we're going to be doing Jose Mourinho's Real Madrid simulation. Probably going to sim 5 to 10 seasons, depending. We're going to make his desired signings, or rumored signings at least, and probably play tactically what he would play and see how the team does. Yeah, today it was confirmed that Perez won re-election, which was pretty expected. Raquel Manos was going to win. But some signings have been rumored from Perez is going to make, Mourinho is going to make. There's a $150 million Galactico signing apparently. No news on who it is, but there's some rumors like Vitinha. Olise was rumored, but he denied that. The first Bombazo signing for the Jose Mourinho era is Enzo Fernandez. I've been seeing lots of links to Enzo Fernandez. I think it's very likely it's happened. He's asked for the good midfielders, creative defensive midfielders. So Enzo Fernandez coming in from Chelsea. He's coming in for a whopping 116 million euros. Lineup wise, I think it'll look something like this probably. And as you can see, I did bring in Konate, Dumfries, and Nico Paz because these are already confirmed signings. Konate and Dumfries both got confirmed, and Nico Paz got confirmed a couple days ago, so they're coming in 100%. And I'm selling a couple players like Garcia, Brahim. I sold Ceballos. I'm looking to sell as well. I don't think they're gonna be playing at all. And I loaned out Mastro Tunto and Gonzalo because none of them are gonna play either. I'm gonna look to sign one other player. I believe Jose Mourinho is looking for a left back and another center back. So I'm going to be signing a left back and maybe another center back, and then we'll get on with the simming. The next Bombazo signing is Galactico Jasco Vardiol. This is a signing I've been seeing heavy links to as well because Jose Mourinho believes that the defense is terrible, which I agree with. So Guardiola is coming in to play left back because Carreras and Fran Garcia are both trash. With that signing, this is how the 11 could look. Something like this, obviously Trent coming in for Dumfries here and there. They're competing for a spot. Konate, Rudiger, Huijsen, Militao in defense. And then either Guardiola or Carreras here. Vinny's guaranteed starter here essentially, but Valverde, Enzo, Bellingham, Mbappe, Goulet. Endrick's going to get a lot of minutes this season, I think, because it's rumored that Mourinho is a huge fan of Endrick, so we could see him get a lot of playtime, actually. I'm just going to go ahead and start simming. I'll sim till the injured players come back and then throw them in the lineup. Real quick, since I figure this is important. These are all the players that I've sold or loaned. Daniel Yanez, Garcia, Ceballos, Camavinga, and Brahim. Here we go with the first El Clasico of the season. I figured I would come in here and quick sim this one just to see. You can see a lot. Wow, Guardiola got a red card. Jeez Murphy. Okay. Trent is back. Militao is almost back. So we'll be at full strength here soon. First El Clasico. Let us see if we can win away. 2-1 win. Big El Clasico win. Mourinho's first Clasico back. Successful. In January now. It's been a good season, I think, but let's check stats. This is what I'm most in. Vinny leading the line, 21 goals, 14 for Bellingham, 14 for Mbappe, 12 and 15 for Arda Güler. What a season. Enzo with 4 and 3, so not too shabby. You can see how we're doing competitions. I'm hoping we're doing well. Okay, we smacked Atletico de Madrid silly in the Copa de España, which is good. Supercopa, we beat Atletico Madrid on pens, 5-4, close game. That would have been fun to watch. La Liga, we're top of the table. Oh, tied with Atletico Madrid on points. They haven't lost a game, drawn 7. We're ahead on goal difference. Hopefully we can. How far is Barcelona? They're only 3 points off, so pretty tight top 3 right now. Champions League, we are finished 6th in the league, so we go straight through next stage with 5 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses. Not anything too crazy, not bad though. Good to get through. So far so good. I'm gonna sim to the end of the season now. We're gonna see if we can't win a UCL. Here we are in May, and I think there is some good results on here. As you can see, there is a UCL game in May where you won 3-2. So hey, Jose Mourinho has already brought a UCL back to Real Madrid. So it has been a hell of a season. Let's see how we did in La Liga. I'm very curious. Maybe we did the treble. Imagine that. Jose Mourinho's first season back, he does the treble. Okay, La Liga has been won by 2 points above Atletico. Barcelona had a horrible season as usual. Their dog. Copa de España. We won the Copa de España. So we did a quadruple this season with La Liga, Supercopa, and Copa de España, and a UCL versus Juventus of all teams as well. Bit of a nostalgic throwback here in 16-17. Really going back to the past. All right, let's see how the squad did in terms of stats. I'm very curious. Vini. He still does not want to resign, though. In this universe, it looks like Vini Jr. is going to be leaving the club anyways. Bellingham, 32 goals, 8 assists, phenomenal. Vini, 26 goals, 10 assists, very good. Mbappe, 25 goals, 12 assists, very good. Look at Arda Güler, though. 22 goals and 23 assists. This is a phenomenal season from Güler. Wow. Enzo was all right. Guardiola, not with that from numbers. But what a good season for Jose Mourinho's first season back at Real Madrid. This was the lineup for essentially all the games. I think maybe Trent might have started a couple here and there, but for the most part, this is probably how it looked. Obviously, the bench was different, get more subs. This is probably the lineup here, not too shabby. Yeah, I'm gonna try and re-sign Vinny next season. If he doesn't re-sign, it is what it is. But Jose Mourinho on his first season back wins the quadruple. All I'm saying is, if this happened next season, I will be ecstatic as a Real Madrid fan. I'm already ecstatic enough seeing him come back, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to go ahead and sim to next season. Well, I'm already there, actually, honestly. As you can see here, first in La Liga, Super Copa winner, Copa de España winner, and UCL winners in his first season back. What a start for Jose Mourinho. This is what you like to see from the Gaffa. Okay, after winning the quadruple, they gave us 300 million to work with. I've had some saves where I've had like 800 million with Chelsea after winning. The board might have re-signed Vinny. Where did he go, though? That's my question. Because they didn't even say he had a pre-contract, I don't think. Let's just see where Vinny went. That is not what I wanted. He's a free agent. Okay, let me see if I can't just re-sign him here on a free. All right, rejoining the clubs after some dramatic antics is Vinny Jr. on a free. I don't know what was going on with that, but he's back. So in this second season, I'm going to be looking to finally finish the defensive signings with either Schlotterbeck, Upamecano, or someone of that nature. And then I think that's realistically the only signing I would need to make, even because this team is pretty phenomenal right now as it is. So yeah, I don't think there's anyone really needs to be signed. I think honestly it would probably stay like this. Like, all things considered, I think if we win the quadruple next season, then I don't believe they would make too many noteworthy signings. In all reality, probably would keep the same lineup to a certain extent. Maybe sell some players like Rodrigo, probably would get sold. I could see. Rudiger has, I believe, he had a 2-year extension, so we're gonna keep Rudiger for another year, even though he's regressing a lot. Unless a good offer comes in. Asensio, and I mean, it's whatever really with him. So yeah, I'm just looking to bring in one more center back to kind of be the final little puzzle piece there. And then I think we're going to sim in the season fully. Probably not even going to stop in January. It's going to go full to the end. Rodrigo has been sold for 43 million to Juventus of all teams. It's pretty funny. But there he goes, Juve. So big player sell. Could see it happening. Even this season, I can see it happening, honestly, all things considered. The next piece of the puzzle is Nico Schlotterbeck from Dortmund, coming in to be the next defensive pillar for Jose Mourinho's Real Madrid side. Comes in at an 88 overall for 100 million. And I think this is going to be the only signing I make this season. I think we're very good side here. That's probably like the only signing I could see being made, honestly. The team is very, very good. So I'm going to go ahead and sim till May. Not going to stop in January this time. We're till May and see how the squad does. Who knows? Maybe we could even do a little bit of a repeat. May has been disappointing to say the least. 2 draws, 2 wins, no UCL final, so that's a bit unfortunate. We did win La Liga though by 5 points, so that's good. Let's check the other competition standings though. Supercopa, we lost in the semis to Barcelona. Okay. Copa de España, lost in the round of 16 to Elche. Elche, I don't know how they beat us, but okay. We lost in the semis to Barcelona. That's got to be a joke, right? No way. Oh, that's brutal, man. 3-2 on aggregates. Oh man. Well, let's check player stats then, just to see how the guys did. That's not it. Vinny with 30 goals, 11 assists. Mbappe 29 goals, 16 assists. Goulet 16 goals, 11 assists. He was injured. That's maybe why we got knocked out of Champions League. Bellingham had a bit of a big fall off. 10 goals, 11 assists. Enzo 6 goals, 7 assists. Nico Paz 5 goals, 1 assist. So I mean, overall, bad season, but you did win La Liga, so gonna renew Militao, renew Tchouameni. Rudiger's gone. Fran Gonzalez, I'll renew. He's young, or was young, kind of old now. Courtois is leaving. He's joining Lens, so we're gonna send backup goalkeeper. End of an era, but every dog has his day. So overall, a poor season. Overall, disappointing season here. Quarterfinals, the Chiefs Champions League, won the Super Cup, round 16 of the Copa, semis of the Super Copa, and then I mean we did win La Liga, so that's good. But overall, I would say disappointing, but not a bad second season in terms of Mourinho. Usually by second season, it is all hell breaking loose. Or actually, you know what? Usually it's third season. I would say. I'd say first season's like rebuild, like clearing out the waste, and the second season's like delivering, and then third season is all hell breaking loose. So hopefully this season is not that, but I guess we'll never know, or I guess we're going to know until a little bit later on. Courtois leaving. This is devastating for me, but it does live up to Mourinho standards in terms of goalkeeping. At Madrid, he did bully Casillas out of the place. Thibaut Courtois. I am bringing in Diego Costa. This is a signing I like. I think Nino would like. Good goalkeeper, solid goalkeeper. Going to replace Courtois in the lineup to replace Denzel Dumfries, who I had to sell. Very unhappy. Transfer listed himself. We have brought in Michael Coyote. For no reason specifically, I just wanted to bring someone in to replace Dumfries because you know how it is with the FIFAs now. They're pretty bizarre. So this looks like the lineup going into next season. Militao, Trent, Slaughterbeck, Guardiola, Vini, Bellingham, Goulet, Mbappe, Enzo, and Valverde. Basically the same lineup as last season, except for bench is different. Now we got Coyote and also Courtois replaced by Costa. But I think I can just run it back with this squad and we should be fine. Also, news just came out 15 minutes ago, or like 10 minutes ago, of Real Madrid attempting to inquire, or maybe attempting to sign Michael Olise for like 200 million. Crazy. So that should be interesting if that does happen. As a Madrid fan, I would love that. I think that Olise would be one of the most perfect players we could sign, I think, because that right wing spot has been weak for the last even 3 years now, honestly. Even in 23-24 when we won the Champions League, that was still kind of a weak spot for us. Not as much, obviously, but it still was. So I think if we can get a proper world-class right winger, like someone like Olise, like I think they would be insanely good for our team. I want that bad, bro. I want that signing very, very bad. I'm going to sim to this match because this could be a title decider. So I'm going to sim to this and be back with you guys then. In May, we are in a UCL final once again. So very good season. Let's see La Liga. Okay, it's not a title decider. This is a 100-point decider. We could finish with 102 points potentially if we win this next game against Barcelona. Undefeated as well. Invincible season. Okay. Let's go ahead and quick sim this. This is the lineup, looking very good, very nice. Away for an undefeated La Liga season. 102 points potentially. Even just 100 points. Let's see. Can we get it done? 0-0. Okay, we don't win, but we finish with 100 points. That is phenomenal. Jose Mourinho has just broken his 3-season curse with a phenomenal 3rd season at Real Madrid. Could potentially get even better as well. A repeat of the 23-24 final. Let's see how the squad did stat-wise. I'm very curious. Vini, 34 goals, 17 assists. Phenomenal. Kylian, 29 goals, 13 assists. Bellingham, 15-14. Goulet had a bad season, 11-7. And then the rest of the Dons you can see right here. Nothing too important there. But I'm very curious to see. Wow. I was going to say the path, but it looks like we smacked Leverkusen in the semis. Beat PSG in the quarters. Round of 16, we smacked Napoli, and we were not in the playoff and made it through in the league. So very good run. I'm curious to see this, though. Wow. We scored 84 goals, conceded 36, so very good defensively. Good going forward as well. 31 wins and 7 draws. Undefeated in La Liga, 100 points. That is phenomenal stuff. Supercopa, we lost to Villarreal. That's bad. Copa, lost to Atletico 2-0 in the final. Ooh, that's rough. But we were in a UCL final against Dortmund. Let's see their team here. I'm actually curious who they have. Fabio Silva, Rio Angamoa, Nemeka, Isaac they have. And some other, they have Job still, Duranville, Amuchan. He's 35, and then a bunch of other random guys. We could have further UCL success here. Something I haven't been checking, which I'm going to check now, is Golden Boots. And the UCL, Vinny was our closest with 8. Let me check. Let's check assists, maybe? No one in the top 5 for assists. That's unlucky. But let's have a look see at La Liga. Mbappe was 4th with 22. Julian Alvarez was top scorer. Assist-wise, Vinny was top assister with 12 assists. So good playmaking from Vinny there. Clean sheets. Diego Costa with 12. Nice. All right. I think we checked all we needed to check. Let's get into this final now. This is the the real meat and potatoes here. This would be number 17, which would be phenomenal to get here. In terms of happiness, Coyote and Luna are very unhappy, which makes sense. But starting lineup, everyone's either content or happy, so that's good. Let's go ahead and quick sim this versus Dortmund. Let's see if we can't whoop their ass once again in the final. We do it once again in the final, 2-1. Mbappe brace to win the UCL. Phenomenal. That's 2 UCLs now for Kylian. Very good for him and his legacy. Yeah, I think we'll do one last look at the squad hub real quick. 34 goals from Vinny. 34 goals and 18 assists from Vinny. They ended up very, very good. Mbappe was very, very good, 31 and 13. Bellingham was very good, 15 and 14. Muller, 11 and 7. So in terms of ages, let's see this. In terms of the ages of the squad, Militao is our oldest player at 31. Trent is 30. Valverde is 30. Mbappe is 30. Lunin is 30. Costa is 29. So getting up there now, but still relatively young. We can at least have the same core for a couple more years here. In terms of re-signing, again, Militao back, Enzo back, Endrick back, Chouameni back, Hoyson back, and yeah, I think we're good to go for a whole another season, honestly, because that was a pretty phenomenal season there. Don't think I'm gonna look to bring in any new players because I think their current group is very good. So yeah, I'll see you guys either in May of next season or whenever I make a new signing, if I do end up signing somebody in next season at the beginning of it. But 2 UCLs and what is this? 3 La Ligas, I believe, for Jose Mourinho so far and his title reign. We're doing another 2 seasons, see what happens. In May, no UCL final, that's for in June? Nope. So you're knocked out of the UCL. Let's see how we're doing in La Liga. Okay, we're gonna storm La Liga once again, so that's good. But no UCL here, so let's see who knocked us out. PSG in the quarters, 4-2 on Pens is crazy work. Wow, we were up quite a bit in the first leg and threw it away in the second. That's tough. So Arsenal versus PSG rematch of this year's final. In La Liga, of course, we stomped La Liga once again. Let's check the player stats to see how everyone did in terms of goals and assists. Vinny led the line, 35 goals, 14 assists, good season. Mbappe, 31 and 8. Goulet, 28 and 15, very good. Bellingham, 12 and 8. I think these guys did their job. I mean, can't ask much more from let's check who needs to be re-signed to, actually. Nobody. Oh, Lunin, but he's not gonna fang us. Costa wants to, so we're gonna Schlotterbeck, Enzo again, Bellingham making a lot of money now. Vinny making a lot of money. Mbappe making a lot of money. The club is paying a lot of money in wages, but it's fine. So no UCL this season, but a La Liga, which is good. So I think, honestly, once again, I'm just gonna keep simming until the seasons are over with, because there's really not much else to look at in terms of what's going on. Like, the team's really solid. Players are we lost the Clasico last day of the season. That's tough, but we have good players. Oh, let's check Golden Boot. Okay, in terms of top scorer, Vinny was the only one in top 5 with 1 T. Oh, Mbappe was also top 5. There were 4 and 5, 20 goals split between the both of them. Svetkovic was top scorer. He's 82 over. I don't know who this guy is. He's 27 goals though. So now assist-wise, Vinny had 10 assists, not bad. In the UCL, let's see. Arda Güler had 5 assists, so he was top 5 in assists. In terms of goals, Vinny was top goal scorer with 13. Very, very good. I didn't check Copa or Supercopa, so let me check those two. We won the Supercopa 3-0 versus Athletic Club. That's good. And the Copa de España, so domestic treble. Not too shabby for Mourinho's 4th season. And no UCL, but you can't always get what you want to get. So with that being said, gonna just sim, honestly, probably till next May. And that'll wrap it up. Back in May, in the UCL final. Looks like it was a very good season once again. We smacked Barcelona 5-1 in the semis. That's insane. We're in the final against City. In the quarters, we smacked PSV. Round of 16, smacked Feyenoord, and we were top of the table in the league. That's phenomenal. Copa de España, we lost 4-3. Close game, though. Supercopa beat Barcelona 4-2 to win it. La Liga, another that's 5 in a row, I believe. So that's phenomenal. Let's check the player stats before we get into this final. 44 goals from Mbappe is 16 assists, 60 GA. That's phenomenal. Vinny, 28 and 9. Goulet, 27 and 11. Enzo had 9 goals and 2 assists. Bellingham, 8 and 12. Chouameni, 8 and 2. So that is phenomenal. In terms of UCL top scorer, Mbappe's 1 off Savinho, and Arda Güler is right behind him. That's insane. 9 goals for each of them. Assist-wise, no one in top 5. In La Liga, Bellingham has 10, Mbappe has 8, both in the top 5. Mbappe had 31 goals in La Liga. He's a top scorer. That's phenomenal. Let's go to this final. I'm interested in seeing if we can't pull out a win here. To end off this 5-year sim, a UCL would be amazing. Guardiola facing his former club. Let's make sure everything is good on the bench. I believe it is, yeah. Very good unit here. Let's go ahead and quick sim this. This would be Mourinho's 3rd UCL in 5 years at Madrid. That would be phenomenal. 3-0. He is the special one. Arda Güler had a brace. Enzo had a goal. Let's see ratings. Costa had a very good game. Güler had a perfect 10. Wow, 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 wow. All right, that is phenomenal. 3-0. Let's go ahead and go back along the career here. This is a wrap-up overall for Jose Mourinho's 5 years. 5 league titles, 2 domestic cups, and 3 UCLs. And there was a treble in there, a quadruple in there as well, and a domestic treble in there. So this is phenomenal stuff. Only lost 25 games in 300 games of almost. So that's phenomenal. Biggest win was 5-0 for Celta. Biggest defeat was 3-1 versus Atletico Madrid. Record transfer fee 116 million. So that was phenomenal. Had another treble here actually. So 2 trebles. A treble and a quadruple is insane. Let's see. First season in, won the quadruple. Next season makes it to the quarters, but wins a domestic treble, I believe. Or no, wins La Liga. That's it. The season after that, wins the UCL, wins the La Liga, makes it to the final and semifinals of Supercopa and Copa de España. And the next season after that, gets knocked out in the quarters of the Champions League, but wins a domestic double. And then this season, obviously, won the Champions League, won La Liga, and won the Supercopa. So that's a treble. So a quadruple in his first season, and then a treble in his last season. That's a very good way to end it off. Phenomenal stuff. I would say player-wise, our top performers overall through all the seasons, if I had to say, would probably be... I think Vinny was really good most of the seasons. Mbappe was obviously pretty consistent. Bellingham was all right. But I think, honestly, Arda Güler was phenomenal. I think he had like 3 really good seasons. Especially that first one was phenomenal. I think he had like, what, 25, 22 seasons? Something like that. Something crazy. So that was really good from him. Vinny was really good every season too. Bellingham was pretty good. And Kylian Mbappe was pretty good too. So... yeah, that is the Jose Mourinho, the Real Madrid simulation, 5-year simulation. Very, very successful. I hope it's as successful in real life because that would be great for me as a Madridista.